Hi my friends, Sherry here. I hope everybody is well. I thought today we would do a collage slash masterboard. Yeah, you could use it for either one. It depends on how you feel when you're done. If I decide to use this for a collage, there's a good chance I'm going to put this on a board, an art board, and varnish it, because that's just who I am. Here I have, I think it's 11 by 14. It's 11 by 14 sheet of, this is for magazines. You can order these if you're a magazine collector, magazines, comic books, and you put them in the sleeves, and you want some backing to make that sleeve solid, to make it not flexible, so that your magazines and your comics get protected. You buy these sheets of backing. Now they're the same as backing that people use for framing their paintings, so, but much cheaper if you look for magazines. Magazine, I don't know how they've referred to it on Amazon. I don't know how I got to it. But if you type in magazine backing, I think you might get to it. So I got 100 sheets for, now I'm trying to remember, maybe about $40. So yeah, much cheaper than buying backing from framing. Okay, so enough about that. It's fairly thick, so it's good for adhering to a board. And then, you know, varnish if you choose. I prefer not to varnish, you know, with the thick, I varnish with the spray, but not with the thick, like Liquitex high gloss varnish. It's, looks like plastic when you're done. So I don't, it's normally used for acrylic paintings, but I don't like the look. I prefer resin, but not everybody is prepared to work with resin, so if varnish is your thing, then do varnish. So I'm going to use, these are some jelly prints that I've done over the last couple of weeks. I thought I would put these down. I think these are beautiful. And also going to use a bit of book pages, just so I have some print on my collage. I also have this image here I got from a photography book that I fussy cut. I'm going to put that in. Now I chose this because if I do decide to cut this up, use it as a masterboard and then cut it up for journal pages, I can get 3 distinct images here. So yeah, that would work. And I have this crow that I plan to put down. Now this, and I will attach the link. This is on tracing paper, so that you get almost a decoupage effect. Almost translucent. You can see my hand through there. Works really well for collages and masterboards on your journal pages. Yeah, so I'll add the link. You can do this in minutes. You'll find the link in the description box. So let's just get started. Now I think today, normally I tear, but I think today I'm going to cut up some of these jelly prints and just add them. So I'll make a little pile here. I can put it together later. I picked this because of the bees. And as you can see, I'm different shapes. I might take another small one for another spot. Now, before I discovered jelly printing, I used to do my my creations, my Masterboard or my, let's keep 2 of those, or my collages, mostly with alcohol ink. And I'll cut another smaller piece here. So I would create them as I went along, and it was, you know, twice as much work as it is with the Geli print. So if you don't know about Geli printing, if you look at my playlist, by the time this comes out, I will have 2 videos on Geli printing. So you might want to look that up. Okay. So there, I have my, now if I don't have enough to cover this whole sheet, I can always add more. I'm going to start off with putting on my book pages. This is sort of what you would call backgrounds. Gee, I seem disjointed today. I don't know what that's about. I think it's because I haven't done a collage or a, I haven't done a collage or a masterboard for quite a long time, so my brain's just not focused. I'm just sort of winging it, kind of. Not that I'm learning as I go, but it's not organized in my brain. Is what I'm trying to say. But that's, you know, we all suffer from days like that. I'm not going to beat myself up. You can do that. You can do that for me if you want. Okay. So I'm using Aleene's Tacky Glue just because it's quite a bit more substantial than glue stick or liquid glue, school glue. And this I found at Walmart, and it's wonderful because it comes in a container that you can keep it upside down for a good flow, as you can see, because I constantly forget to set my glue upside down so that, you know, it's ready to squeeze out. So all too many times I was wasting time trying to wait for the glue to get down to the tip in my videos, and I thought, okay, well, I have to do something about that. So anyway, I found this at Walmart and was very happy to find it. Okay. Maybe a couple more. I mean, it's not going to hurt to have this totally covered with the paper. And then we can always come in with our Geli print paper and cover the areas that we choose to cover and not have to worry about the background. this glue's not flowing. It must have been chilly in here during the night or something. It's just not flowing as well as it normally does. All right. Oh, I know what it is. It's all gummy. It's got this gummy stuff here. Yuck. So I hope you're all well. Anyway, it seems to be a societal obsession these days is to talk about health, and for obvious reasons. Okay. So for the most part, our whole background is covered. Now I just have to be aware of where the camera is because I don't normally use a surface this large. So some of it could end up being just the very parameter, ever so slightly out of camera. Wouldn't be much. Okay, let's start putting down our now I could use glue stick at this point because it's paper on paper. And it would be that much faster. So I think I will. Now, because it's paper on paper, I wouldn't use, you know, real liquidy glue. Lots of glue stick, though. Trying to mix it up a bit. Now I tried not to be too matchy-matchy because I tend to be that way. So I tried to get some different patterns, some colors that will work well together. Now that's not wanting to go down. Maybe I do need to use the Aleene's tacky glue. Oh, I know why. Because there's so much paint on the back of this that the glue is just not sticking. So be aware of that if you're using gel prints. You'll need a hardier glue. Okay, let's give that a shot. Okay, now let's try I like collages and masterboards because there's no, you know, I mean, there are a few rules, but you're not totally dominated by rules. Let's put that down. Or maybe I want some, let's see, what else do we have here? That's too much green. Maybe we could put our tissue paper down, or bumblebee. Now I'm putting this on this surface because it's very hard to put glue onto tissue paper and expect it not to curl up and give you a hard time. So all right. All right, now, let's see. Let's put this in the corner. I'm putting the leaves that I want to not to cover over. I'm putting them over to the right here because I may come in with either the image or the crow or something and cover part of this up. So but I want the, you know, these gold leaves to show, so I'll put them where it's less likely that they will get covered over. Okay. Now that's a little bit too strong, so I think that's pretty strong. I don't think I'm going to use a second piece of this. It's just too bright compared to what else is going on here. I think I'll bring that down now. So we can always go into our stash and grab more pieces of paper. Lord knows I've got enough gel prints. I only discovered gel printing 2 or 3 weeks ago, and of course I've got like 50 of them now, which is fine. But I thought in the last video I did, which was Gel Printing 101 Part 2, that it was time to do a video on how I can use these, so here I am. Maybe that down here. I love this. This is iridescent bronze from Golden. These gold colors you see here. I absolutely love it. It's quite pricey, but well worth it. So I'm happy to say my channel's growing at a faster rate than it had been. I've been at it for a little bit now, and it's been a lot of work, I can tell you. If you don't have a viral video, you know, a video that goes viral, it takes some time. I'm certainly not anywhere near the point of being monetized, so I don't make anything. I'm just sharing my joy of art and crafting. Okay, now I can put this bumblebee somewhere. Another one maybe over here. So, but yeah, lately it's I've been getting more subscribers. I've been getting subscribers faster these days than the rate I was going before. So that's joyful for me. So if you ever thought about it, if you've watched one or two of my videos and haven't yet subscribed, it'd be great if you did that. Now, as some of you might know, I am retired, so this keeps me sane. I would be doing art and or crafts anyway, but it's fun sharing it. And if you pick up some tips or learn anything, then that makes me really happy. Okay. Now we need to come in with some more. I'm going to leave a little bit of, I might leave that book page alone just to have it come out here. Now I'm going to have to tear up some more pages because I found this too strong and I don't want to bring it in again. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to tear up some more pages and then we'll come back and finish up. Okay, so I've chopped up a few more pieces. I got this one with a nice little pattern on it. This one with a butterfly stamp. Some blue and pink here. And another piece of this. So, oh, and this one, because it had a little bit of red in it. So, I'm going to glue those down. I actually have over here that I've not been using is my old phone book that I used to do my gluing on. Okay. And as I said, I do want some of this book page to show. So I'm not covering it over totally. Now what I might do is, as I said, you could use this as a collage. But to take this a step further, I might cut it into pieces just to show you how you can use it in your journals. Okay, this one has to go down first because it's an underneath piece. So we're due for another storm. This will be 4 storms in, I think it'd be the 4th storm in 5 weeks. So it's just been one of those kinds of, the last couple winters we've gotten off real easy. Couple storms, bit of, you know, fair amount of snow, but only a couple of storms. Well, this year's making up for it, I can tell you. It's raining out right now, which is, we get that since we're on the coast. Thank God it gets rid of some of this snow. I mean, we had about 45 centimeters of snow in the last storm last week. That's a lot of snow. A lot of snow. Okay, put this one down. Then we can start with our images. Yeah, did I finish talking about what I what I started to say a bit ago? Oh my Lord. Comes with age, folks. It's what you got to look forward to. Those of you that aren't there yet. My point was, I don't know if I said it or not, that while this could be a collage easily, I might cut it up. Yeah, I think I said this. It sounds familiar. And I don't know if it's familiar because it was in my head or familiar because I already said it. Okay, there we go. Now I want to bring this in, and I want to bring my crow in. So I still have to fussy cut my crow. So I think where am I going to put my crow? Probably down here somewhere. Maybe this right there. That would work. Okay, let's put this down first. Then I will go off camera and fussy cut my crow. I won't make you suffer through that. Although I do, when I watch other people cutting, I find it relaxing. But I'm sure not everybody is into watching others cut paper. That might just be my thing. Okay. Now this is just a cutout from a magazine that I fussy cut. Nice tiny little fingers here. Need some glue. There we have it. Okay, so I'm going to fussy cut my crow out and then we'll come back. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't make you suffer through me fussy cutting this crow because it was fussy down around his claws. Now, because his crow is so black, because there's so many black lines, it's not as transparent as something else might have been. So, and I don't want to lose the crow. Like, I don't want to cut him, don't want to cut him in half. So I'm going to put him on my board this way, and I'm going to cut out this section to accommodate the whole bird. So, and I decided to, I'm going to use glue stick for this because the tacky glue is too fluid. And I'm going to put the glue stick right down on my Masterboard. So I did decide I'm going to use this as a Masterboard for, you know, journal cards, for tags, whatever you decide to cut it up for. As you can see, this can be pretty fussy to get it glued down. You know, it depends on the surface you're trying to glue it to. Now I might have to come in with the, maybe not. Oops. Let me try some of the tacky glue. If I can put it down without having too much glue there, I'll be okay. See, my fingers are full of glue, so now my surfaces are sticking to my hands. Okay, we can do this. There we go. If life were easy, we wouldn't appreciate our successes so much, right? That's what I think. That's my philosophy. Now, normally I would work on this a little bit slower and give it time to dry, etc. But since I'm, oops, he was in a little bit of an accident. Okay, he's down. Good enough. Now I'm going to clean off with a baby wipe some of this glue off my hands, or else everything else is going to stick to me too. Okay, now I was thinking I would like to do a bit of marking on this. I have my Stabilo. It's a oil-based pencil, water soluble. So I might come in, and where am I going to do this? Just to add a little more. And I could also come in with some black acrylic paint. I like to do this too on my work. Just here and there, add some paint. No particular design, just adding a bit more points of interest. You could come in with some white, do the same thing with white. Let me just put some dots down here. You could use stencils. Stamps. You know, bring in more stamps. Okay. Maybe a little bit more white somewhere. That should do it. Okay, I'm going to run a blow dryer over this to make sure everything that I've, you know, the acrylic paint and everything I've done here is dry. And then we're going to cut it to make our tags and our journal cards. And then I'm going to do the edges with a Stabilo again, using the oil pencil to finish it up. So let me dry that and then we'll come back. Okay, so my collage / masterboard, and in this case I think this is going to be a masterboard because I do plan to cut it up, is dried. And what I've done is come in with the pencil just to give myself an idea of where I want to be doing my cutting. Now I want to include this section as one card and this as another card, and I definitely want this crow as a card too. So those are my areas of concern, and then I will cut the other pieces up as I see fit. So let's just do that. So I'm going to come in. This is hard to pick up on the camera, but I'm just going to come in and start cutting. Now sometimes when you cut you end up having to do a little bit more gluing. Not to worry. And that's, I hope you're in the camera. I'm in the camera somewhat. Now this is quite thick, or I would use my paper cutter. Okay, so that's going to be one of my cards. Another. Now I'm going to cut out my crow. So here we have another card. Now we can make, I have a line here too for another card. And there we have it. Okay, that's our cards. So we managed to get, out of that 11 by 14, we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cards from that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take in my Stabilo. See, this is where it may come apart a wee bit. You just come in with your trusty old glue, touch it up a bit. Not a big deal. Let's hold that down a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my Stabilo and finish this off. Now this is water activated, it's water soluble oil pencil. I got mine from Amazon. Now, it came from outside the US. I can't remember where they're made. Czech Republic. Or these from the Czech Republic anyway. So I had to order like 12 of them, which was like 10 more than I really wanted. But I will use them. It may take me a few years, but they will get used. You couldn't order one because of shipping. So anyway, you'll get them online. So this is peeling up a little bit because this is a tissue paper. So like I said, just glue it back down. Now you could use a water brush. I just come in with my finger. I have a baby wipe here. Just wet it on the baby wipe and come in with my finger and grunge this up a bit. Okay, so there's one. Makes all the difference in the world too, I think. So I'm going to finish doing my stabiloing, and then we'll come back and say goodbye. Okay, so here we have our Masterboard, all cut up for tags or cards, journal cards. You could cut it up for a journal page, all kinds of uses. I'll just give you a little quick look, a little closer look. And you see I've used the Stabilo on each of these sections, and that just sort of lifts it and gives it dimension. Our statue there, part of our statue. And see where I've added some acrylic paints. Again, using the Stabilo just to lift this centerpiece up. Another of our statue, some beautiful leaves, gold leaves in the background. Our bumblebee, our butterfly, and of course our crow. This could go either way. Again, with the tissue paper with the bumblebee on it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on in my description a few videos that I've done, how-to videos, just to show you, just how much you can do at home. How to make faux or fake leather for a book cover for your journal. Gel Print 101 Part 2. And that was just making gel prints, printing out papers like what we use today, and some with just acrylic paints and doing a couple of pulls, and some with black and white images on the prints. How to make rice paper at home, usually with things that you have at home already. If you're into crafting, you probably have Mod Podge and, things like that. And how to make ephemera or decoupage in like 2 minutes. So I'm going to put those links in the description. I hope you check them out. I think you'll find, they're quite helpful. And yeah, I have a couple videos coming up in the near future. One on mamigami, which is a Japanese kneading technique for making cloth out of paper. Yeah, I have a couple of videos coming out that are quite interesting. So if you haven't subscribed, today be a great day to do that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, remember, today is a good day to have a good day. See you in the next one, folks. Bye for now.